What's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here with reasons why you should play Back for Blood. Before you start killing Ridden in the game, you'll be sent to Fort Hope, where you can do a number of things, such as create your own deck, which is selecting a bunch of cards and of course unlocking cards through gameplay that allow you to tailor your unique setup. Maybe you want your bash to include a knife stab. Maybe you want the ability to find extra health or ammo to up your efficiency, accuracy, extra inventory for certain items. You can set up your deck and have 15 cards selected, and you'll be able to use those as soon as you jump into a match. Of course, there's also some dedicated to other modes in the game. And there are burn cards, which are single-use cards. Supply lines are where you're going to unlock more cards, cosmetic skins, and various things to customize your profile. You can tab through each of these and preview the cards before you spend money on them, essentially. Spending your currency here. And there's also temporary ones that roll through, like this one here that's only for 2 days and 23 hours. You can tab through here and see what sort of cosmetics you'll unlock. And then of course you have the skull totems, which these, you'll see more about this later, but as we play through the Ridden hives, we will find skull totems, and basically these are really special skins and perks and cards, various sorts, that can be incredibly useful to your loadout. Then you can also look at your cleaners, each of them shown here, and then the DLC cleaners as well. You can go in and customize what they look like as you unlock more outfits. You can also go into the armory and look at all the various weapons in the game and customize them as well. And also here at the base camp of Fort Hope, you can run out to the firing range. You can look at your character's established kit or start playing with other guns. Randomly select something, apply various upgrades to it so you can practice what it's like to wield a certain gun with certain upgrades on it. You can swap out different pistols as well, and melee weapons, and thrown weapons. And you can practice with all of the various attachments and get better at the game, essentially. And once again, you have full choice of the game's massive suite of weapons that keeps gameplay variety really unique and very fun. Each character also has weapons that they start with and special skills you might want to consider based on your playstyle. Evangelo here can quickly break out of grabs. He has a high stamina regen and move speed, so he's very quick, very nimble, really good for scouting out areas. Walker here is a damage dealer. He starts with a Glock, which is a really solid pistol to begin with. Holly here is kind of your melee character. She also has high stamina, but she also starts off with a bat with nails in it. Mom here is your support character. She offers team revive speed, and she also starts off with a double barrel shotgun, which is a lot of fun. Doc is definitely your healing character. She has a good healing efficiency, so you would probably be best served by potentially dropping your medkits for her to pick up and use to heal you because of her extra efficiency when healing. Hoffman here is really your offensive inventory guy, so he's going to be able to carry more ammo capacity, more offensive weapons that you can use. Jim here is your precision killer, and once again he's kind of your damage dealer guy. He starts off with the .357 Magnum, and he also has that M14 rifle that he uses. So I really like him because he just seems to be more precise, and I like to kind of hang back and snipe and hit the weak spots on enemies. Carly here allows the carrying of an extra quick inventory item, and her use speed is very high. So if you need to get in and do something very rapidly, she's your best pick. Tech 9, of course, is a rapid-fire submachine gun, which is great. And then you have your 2 expansion characters, which you can check out on your own. I won't spoil that. Back 4 Blood also has a lengthy campaign. You can see here that Act 1 has several dots here, each one being an episode that you'll play through. Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, and so on with DLC. So there's a lot to play here and a lot to experience, and of course a lot of variety to come back to these and replay them on different difficulties, with different characters, with different card sets, and more. Before each level, the game will showcase corruption cards. Now, Left 4 Dead had a director, which was essentially controlling what was happening in each level behind the scenes. So the difference here is that with the corruption cards, Back 4 Blood is essentially showing you what the director is doing and what sort of challenges you have to face ahead. So this can include things like enemy buffs, weather effects such as fog, and other fun challenges to keep the game interesting. You can also purchase more weapons and various perks to help you in your playthrough if you think you need more health or ammo or stamina for your team. The team can work together and purchase these things to make sure that you're always making decisions that help the team. The game's zombies have kind of a classic design with the glowing eyes. You also want to avoid friendly fire. And the special zombies can come out of nowhere. The game has a ton of blood, coins that you'll have to collect in order to upgrade. You can also give callouts and pull up an emote wheel, letting people know if there's a special weapon in the area that they could pick up and use. Special healing supplies.
Let's do it. I'll take this.
So the game has really solid graphics, aim down sights, the ability to clamber up over things. All new improvements that we haven't seen in a Left 4 Dead game. So this being a spiritual successor works great.
Bandages.
You can find lots of unique guns in the environment, sometimes with different attachments. You can of course find ammo as you would expect.
SMG over here.
Different gadgets and healing supplies as needed. And you can also sprint, something that's also a new addition. The blood spatter is impressive.
Reloading.
And the tactical movements of each weapon when standing, crouch, sprinting, all very realistic and immersive. If you have enough copper, sometimes you will find cards that you can pick up in the game. You'll also notice that weapons have different types of rarity, meaning that you could find a extremely high quality weapon during a playthrough, and it could be incredibly useful. You'll also find crates with special supplies and weaponry that you'll need.
Need that.
SMG here.
Bandages.
Maybe a bigger med kit is better than bandages or simply pills. You can find different weapons, whether they're secondary or primary weapons.
Grab your asses goodbye. Firecrackers.
It's a much more fast-paced game than the previous ones. and you'll want to stick together and work together, because just like the Left 4 Dead games, if you do separate, it can be a dangerous situation. You can get ambushed very quickly.
There's bags.
In this section, we've gotten a challenge card that adds mist to the map, making visibility very difficult. We also now have the Ogre, which is a boss-type enemy that's come out of the ground. It's got several weak spots that you can target, so if you have a sniper on your team, it's very handy. They have a lot of health, and they can throw giant meatballs of zombie goo. They can show up out of nowhere, and will sometimes rush you, try to grab you, and your team can either choose to run ahead and try to lose the enemy, or stand and fight. You'll notice a yellow hit marker when I actually do land hits on those weak spots. Now he's run away, taking the fight to another arena in the future. The boss zombies can also try to reach in doorways and try to grab you, so you'll want to be careful when trying to avoid a bigger fight. There's also lots of fun Easter eggs in the game relating to the Evil Dead, Shaun of the Dead, other pop culture zombie
We're close,
films.
but this is no time to let your guard down.
Only thing standing between us and home is a river.
Could really do with patching myself up.
There are also references in-game to The Shining and A Nightmare on Elm Street, as well as just funny graffiti that you'll notice throughout the game world, establishing lore. There are several key set-piece moments in the game, like one where you sprint across a broken bridge to get to a ferry to meet with the military and try to escape, all while being chased by zombies the entire time while trying to complete objectives to slow the zombies that are constantly pursuing you. This section has a challenging objective where you have to plant bombs on the ferry to destroy this bridge to make sure that none of the zombies pursue you into the next area. The Ridden hives are a series of underground tunnels and a chance to take the fight directly to the Ridden themselves. This is a chance to be able to get those skull totems and get some of the rarest and most exotic cards in the game. You'll also see a wider variety of Ridden as they have various mutations down here, making this area extremely challenging. Straying from your team can have dire consequences. If the hawker spits on you, you'll be stuck in place and left defenseless. There are also several areas in the game where you'll have to board up windows to prevent zombies from overwhelming you as you defend a certain area. You can also purchase more weapons and various perks to help you in your playthrough if you think you need more health or ammo or stamina for your team. The team can work together and purchase these things to make sure that you're always making decisions that help the team. Very helpful. The blood splatter, the limbs falling apart, and even the little worms that crawl out of the zombies that are meant to infect. Depending on the body parts you shoot, you might notice that zombies will lose an arm or their head, as well as their legs. Back 4 Blood also has beautiful full-length cutscenes that really add to the lore and the immersion in the world. It's not simply running from safe room to safe room, you're literally creating safe havens for our heroes. The cutscenes are exciting, intense, and full of action at times, and beautifully filmed, much like a movie. So, once again, I'm making the case for why you should play Back 4 Blood, and overall, it's one of the most fun co-op experiences we've had in years. If you've enjoyed the Left 4 Dead games, you'll enjoy this as well, and you can always go back to the Left 4 Dead games if you enjoy those more. But that's no reason to skip out on the beautiful adventure that this game promises. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.